Morning, everybody. Oh, hold on a second. One second. Forgot to close the door. Wake the wife up. It's 7 a.m. New York time. Welcome back, guys. 6 a.m. here in H-Town. Hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome back. Cisco, Mr. Alfie, first in today. Good to have you guys. A lot of things on the chart. Yeah, so it's a lot of things on the chart. This is a friend of mine asked me to take a look at this. Uh, this is a smart money concepts from Lux Algo. It's an indicator, and it paints everything that you see here. It's pretty freaking crazy how much information it puts on the chart from a smart money concepts ICT perspective. Order blocks, fair value gaps, premium and discount, break of structure, change of character. There's all kinds of stuff. It just is basically reading the chart for you, and instead of you basically printing out where your stuff is on the chart manually, it just is doing it automatically for you, which is, I mean, it's kind of cool. So it takes the last, and you can tell it what time frames to use. So this is the 15-minute time frame. If you hover over it, it'll tell you the basic strength of the current trend. It'll color it red or green. It's pretty cool. But I mean, a lot of this you can see on your own. The longer you trade, the more you trade, you can obviously take off and on a lot of stuff. So, for instance, you can do historical mode or present mode. You can do colored or monochrome. I'm not sure what that does, but oh, there you go. You can color the candles. So that takes away the trend if you wanted that, if you don't want the trend on there. The trend only shows up if you hover over a specific piece of the indicator. Otherwise, it's not there. What else? So you can see internal structure. You can change the color of all this. You can show just the break of structures or just the change of characters. Same for bearish. Confluence filter, internal label size. It filters out non-significant structure breaks. So it's basically only highlighting the significant structure breaks. Real-time swing structure. So this is showing you the swing high to low, the swing label, the swing points, like what are the swing points that you're using, a strong high versus a weak high, a strong low versus a weak low, how many internal order blocks to show. You can make this a lot or more. Swing order blocks, like where are the swing level order blocks, internal bullish order block, internal bearish order block, equal highs and lows. It charts out equal highs and lows for you, and you can change the threshold or the confirmation of all that. Basically, it does fair value gaps. What time frame are your fair value gaps going to be posted on? You can choose, like if you want to only be trading off of 1 hour fair value gaps, but you're trading off of the 5-minute time frame, you can select a 1 hour fair value gap. It'll paint it. And on the 5-minute chart, it'll still show up, and you can see when you're entering into that 1 hour fair value gap, which is kind of nice. You can show how far out you want the fair value gaps to print, like how many bars out will the fair value gap print. Once it goes through a fair value gap, it takes it off the chart. Previous day high, low, previous week high and low, previous month high and low, and you can put all of the colors on there. And then your premium and discount zones. So it's pretty cool, man. Like, it has put together a massive amount of information for smart money concept traders, SMC or ICT. A lot of it is the same, but pretty freaking cool, man. And it's not. I haven't. I just started looking at it yesterday afternoon, and I forgot that it was even up here, and I left it on. When I opened the chart this morning, I was like, "Oh, it'd be good to show everybody this." It might be helpful if you're struggling with smart money concepts, just to have this stuff printed out for you as price action is actually playing out, and you don't have to have all this on here. Like if you don't want order blocks, just take off the order blocks. If all you want is premium discount, just use that. If all you want is fair value gaps, just use that. If all you want is, man, that's 2 mornings in a row I've had a big old sneeze. If all you want is the equal highs and lows, just leave those on, take off everything else. If all you want is previous day high, previous day low, right? Like it's pretty cool how you can put in what you want to see and what you don't want to see. Make it as cluttery or as uncluttery as you want, but just lets you see kind of what's happening and what has happened, where the change of characters were, where the break of structures were, where your premium and discount level is. This is the what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember my brain is not working right now. Basically the leg that you're working inside of. The highs and lows of the last run from the high to the low there. I can't remember the term for that. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's from Lux Algo. It's a free indicator that you can go use if you're struggling with smart money concepts. You don't have to use it. Again, you can see a lot of this on your own. You can see that we've had a change of character. You can see that we've made a higher high. We've grabbed liquidity. We're trading back through. We've now broken through and displaced below these lows. And you're trading back up into an order block right now. You can see that this is the high to low, the premium to discount level, right? You can go in and mark out, oh, where was yesterday's high? Oh, it's probably over here. Where's yesterday's low? Probably over here. You can do all that work yourself. Absolutely. And you don't need anything on the screen to do it. But some people, it makes more sense to be able to recognize something that's happened over here on the left from further away that you weren't paying attention to before. So anyway, I've just been messing around with the settings and looking at how it prints all the information, how I might be able, what I would, if I wanted to use it, what would I want on here, what would I not want on here. This basically has everything on here at the moment. What's up, Red? Welcome in, Shadow Trades. John, Cisco, this is Gilded Gals putting on fresh makeup. Yeah, it is. It's dressing up the Gilded Gals. I'm dressing up the Gilded Gals for sure. But it's a pretty cool thing. Like if you look at NQ, and it does take a minute once you go to a new chart to load all the information in. Look at the 1 hour on NQ. You can see all of the stuff it does. It's got a strong high in place. We're in a premium. This is your discount. This is equilibrium. Trading range is the word I was looking for earlier. Dealing range is what I think ICT calls it. This is the range that you're working with until these highs and lows are broken. This is the premium level. This is the discount level. We traded into a discount off of the previous dealing range. So took out liquidity, displaced higher, and now we're back into a discount. So has this labeled as a strong high. You have a swing level order block, a swing level order block. You can see all of the equal, it's got equal highs in here, a break of structure, more equal highs, another break of structure, another break of structure, and hasn't had a change of character in here yet. And I'm guessing, I'm not sure what it's using for change of character. I would think somewhere up in here would have been a change in character, but I guess it may be using this high as a change of character for delivery until it breaks out of the premium discount level. I don't know exactly how it's, what it's using to decide all of that. But pretty cool smart money concepts from Lux Algo. painting all of the information on your chart for you. So pretty nice. Look at GJ. So there you go. It says it's a weak high. You can see we're in a strong uptrend when you hover over here, so I guess that's why it's saying that. But anyway, y'all, that's what it is. Looking at euro dollar, the 5-minute time frame. I'm gonna turn this off. Beautiful run off of the 5-minute opening range breakout at 2 a.m. this morning. Right here, would have easily smashed your 0.5 target. Obviously, it just ran and ran all night. Pulling back now, gapped up here on some news, and it's closed that gap and now trading back below that gap. With the FOMC minutes coming out yesterday saying that they're going to be very cautious about cutting rates. The expectation for a 100 basis point rate cut in 2024 is dying, a slow death. All the anticipation of 6-7 rate cuts in 2024 pretty much off the table at this point. Until they see inflation give way and begin to come down even further, they're not going to be cutting rates. Now, if they manipulate the inflation report so that they can cut rates aggressively, it wouldn't surprise me. But right now, it's sticking around. Which means, if you look at the dollar, you could be about to start another bull run on the dollar. The monthly fair value gap was tapped into. Let me scroll back up into here. Monthly fair value gap, we tapped into it already, and it's pushing back down. This is the monthly fair value gap that we worked off a lot last year, tapped into it, almost completely filled it in, ran up into this monthly fair value gap, and now we're trading back inside of our just consolidation range here for the dollar right now. Where does it go from here? Well, if they're not going to be cutting rates, you would anticipate the dollar to continue to be bullish if they're not going to be cutting rates. So we've got, what do we've got? We've got about a week left on this February candle-ish, about a week from today, I guess. There are 29 days in February this year, leap year. So we've got about a week left to see how this candle is going to finish printing out. And that's probably going to give us a nice little telltale sign of what to expect heading into March and April and May before we get back into the summer doldrums. So we'll just wait and see. I don't think there'll be a cut in March. Is that already priced in? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But you're right in the middle of this range right now. So if this candle closes in the next week, if it closes strong bullish into this fair value gap, then I bet it gets filled in for March, and we look back up into some of these highs up in here. If this closes in the next week, if this closes even bearish or underneath that fair value gap, I think that could be a signal that you get some more dollar bearishness here, dollar weakness heading into the March months. For me, I guess right now, I didn't take any trades yesterday. For me right now, on the monthly on Euro, you can see this is just chop. I mean, it's not, this is a sideways market on Euro dollar. This trended. See, difference, trend, consolidation. So it's not a very pretty chart right now on Euro dollar. It's pretty ugly as far as on the higher time frames. Now you can find some trends in that range, but just know that you're inside of a higher time frame range. So as you should have those areas marked out, so when you're getting to them, price is probably going to return to that equilibrium level, and you can either trade up to it or you can take equilibrium and trade away from it to an extreme part of that range. But on the higher time frames, we're just stuck moving sideways there. So currently, we have taken out sell side liquidity. This is the daily time frame. Taken out sell side liquidity. We have traded higher. We do have a nice little high up there that we've left in place so far today. It's been a very bullish week for Euro, very bearish week for the dollar. So we'll see how this week plays out today and tomorrow. Let's see. I think Tuesday was the low of the week. Tuesday took out Monday's low and ran higher. So don't know that you're going to get much more action. There's really no major news events coming out today or tomorrow for the dollar or euro, really, to make this get some kind of massive just run. So I don't know that I would be looking to trade euro right now. First 10-minute candle, we're already 15 minutes in. Let's see. You would have already been in this trade if you're taking. I have not been using the opening range breakout, the 10-minute opening range breakout here in February at all. And that was basically from some historical data that from my back test last year that February was kind of trashy, and it has been mostly trashy. There's been a couple winning days, but overall the 7 a.m. 10-minute opening range breakout trade has not produced much. Cisco says there was EU news dropped this morning, so it would have been risky playing the scalp this morning. Yeah, I think with the 5-minute one, it's not quite as risky because news usually doesn't come out till around 3. And that 5-minute scalp, you can usually within the first 15 to 20 minutes, usually before the half hour is up, you've either hit TP or you've hit your stop loss. Cisco says, I think one more good dollar run before they start cutting rates. I agree with that. That's the camp I'm sitting in, Cisco, I believe. What's up, B. Collins? Beeswax in the house. So with all that in mind, what am I doing right now? I'm just chilling. I haven't taken any trades this week. Not one trade this week. Didn't trade at all yesterday. FOMC minutes, was really kind of waiting for that. NVIDIA dropped a massive 580%. 580% profit from year over year from this time last year. 580%. Like they were doing, I think they did like $6 billion, and in this report last year, NVIDIA had done like $6 billion. And the report this year was like $26 billion. In 1 year, they increased revenue 580%. That's absolutely insane. AI train, baby. It's coming for us all. It's the end of the world as we know it, man. The question is what kind of AI are we creating? There's a big Twitter dust up right now between OpenAI and what Elon is calling, I don't know, he put a meme up this morning, or he put up a meme and he's like, which AI do you want? And it was like a fully truth-seeking AI or a woke AI. It's pretty funny. And the woke AI meme had like OpenAI and ChatGPT and all this over here. Because it's AI that's still controlled and basically outputting information based on the parameters that its programmers are giving it. And they're telling it that it has to be woke, basically, which is pretty funny to me. Versus just a true open source AI that just seeks to learn and just seeks to provide information without any bias. And is that really possible? I don't know. In 10 years, we're definitely trading against AI bots. I bet it's sooner than that, buddy. I bet we're already trading against AI bots. High frequency trading is basically an AI bot. Did you guys take any trades yesterday? Anything fun happen on your accounts so far? Let's see. Let's go back and look and see what we're doing here on the let's throw up our smart money concept indicator here and see what it's telling us. It's telling us that we've had a change of character here on gold. And you can see we've ran buy side liquidity and we've displaced back lower into that. We traded through. This would be a breaker block. This does not chart breaker blocks, but this is a breaker block. Your last down close candle that initiated a quick sweep and run of buy side liquidity. We've displaced lower, fair value gap inside of a breaker. We'll see if, and you're in an order block as well. So be interesting to see if gold does indeed want to drop here. You're going to need some dollar strength for that to happen. Currently, the dollar does appear to be a little weak. This was just the overnight pump. So your Asian lows, let's see, midnight was here. So you're back now trading below midnight. So you've had your midnight open, high. So maybe potentially you do get a bearish day. If you're expecting a bearish bias on gold, your midnight open is your true day open. So there's your open. You put in a high, you put in a low, and then you close probably inside the range today, I'm guessing. I wouldn't expect a big, strong run, like way down. Previous day low is right here. And you're trading inside of a premium level now. So if you're looking to take a sell off of this order block or off this breaker, if you're expecting bearish prices, lower prices on gold, this isn't a bad place to get involved there. You have a fair value gap, you have a breaker, you've got an order block, you've had a change of character in delivery. You have run buy side liquidity. So we'll see. I mean, you could, I would see how this candle, if this candle closes bearish engulfing here, that might be a good, you could just get in at the market open. If this candle closes bearish, you could either use the order block, you could use the swing, you could just use the breaker, the fair value gap candles, target a 1 to 2, get you back up underneath these equal lows and these order blocks down here, back into a discount. So we'll see how this candle closes out. It's still got about 7.5 minutes here left. But if you do get you get a nice little retracement and then you get a bearish engulfing, that's a nice little that's a nice little play there. And you might even be able, if you get a bearish engulfing, you might be able to drop down to like a 5-minute or 2-minute to find a fair value gap and get a tighter entry there too as well. A lot of different ways to play that. But it's nice seeing the information on the charts. It just kind of helps you quickly analyze what your brain may not be used to seeing. So I kind of like it. It is very busy. Maybe I don't need all of the order block information on here that I have. Maybe I just want the fair value gaps, but you should try it out. See what you think. You don't consider high frequency trading. It's algo trading, right? Quant trading, I guess. I guess it's not truly AI. I guess if it's truly AI, it would be learning. And it would be basically creating its own trading system or learning as it's going and continually getting better and better. I mean, isn't that the end goal of AI, is that it's always learning and it's always improving in its own mind, I guess. It's always improving. It's trying to find more information and do things better and make better decisions, give better information. Currently, I wonder what AI is doing that we aren't even already aware of, right? Like what are the processes and systems within our current state of life that AI is already controlling that we don't even know, and that we would be surprised by? I bet there's stuff out there that AI is already running and saying, oh, you should do this, you should do this. We're going to do this and do that. It's better for you. My charts are, what is it? My charts are busier, unfortunately. Your charts are busier than what I've got on already? Oof. What all do you have on your charts, John? Indicators, or do you just have markups, personal markups on there? Does everybody how do you guys trade? Do you guys trade with naked charts, or do you guys use indicators? Do you guys use what information do you like to have on your charts when you're trading? All four of us that are here right now. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do a Discord. I think I'm going to do a Discord video stream one day so that we can all just talk to each other, because this is kind of boring, just me sitting here talking to the screen. If it's just going to be 4 or 5 of us, we should just jump into Discord every day, and that way we can at least talk. We can have a conversation. We don't have to worry about the stupid chat. AI doesn't bother me until the powers that be allow AI to make their decisions for them. Well, I think that's the end goal, though, right? Like, that's the whole point, is that AI becomes something in which it doesn't need human intervention to continue operating at a high level of performance. Someday AI is going to have the news data before we get it, and they will front run us all. Oh, for sure. John says, my charts have personal markup levels, market profile, volume, high, low, and volume point of control. It's busier than this with just that. That doesn't sound like too much. I trade naked and would love trading naked always. Naked traders. I used to have moving averages and indicators, but I never used them, so I took them off. I do my own markings, largely naked charts. I mean, you guys have seen my charts. It's mostly naked. When I'm trading off of my stuff, I'll mark out, previous day high and lows, swing levels, equal highs and lows, fair value gaps. Fair value gaps is what I mark up most on my charts. But it's nice to see all of the other things that are happening in price. All of the different that can give you just more information. Sometimes more information is bad, and sometimes more information can help clarify. How do you guys say naked? Is it naked? I've got friends that say naked. Naked. It's not a neck. Like, it's not, there's not an E in the word naked. It's naked. 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 To be without clothing. Is it to be without clothing? Is it to be undressed? What's the proper way to define naked? In chart language, it would be to be without, I guess. To be undressed of indicators. Naked. It's not naked, John. I agree, but English words don't always follow the same rules from one word to another. It's not naked. It's naked. N-A. What do our British friends say about the word? They created the language. They should have first right of refusal on pronunciation. I cannot do a good British accent, so I don't know what it would be. Naked is correct pronunciation. There you go. I agree. So Cisco, our British representative, our UK representative, Mr. Alfie, he can speak on this as well. Apex is running a 90% off right now. 90% off purchase and 1 day to pass. 1 day to pass the evaluation. So we did not get a bearish engulfing here, but it is respecting. It is putting in. We just took out this swing high, putting in potentially another swing high here. So this is not an entry currently, unless you're just trading off of the order block. This is not an entry that you could would be looking at. It did tap up into this little baby fair value gap right here inside that order block right there. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, my dog wants out. Hold on. Be interesting to see what's euro dollar doing here. Oh, the 1-to-1 10-minute opening range breakout was a success if you took that play. Come on. The nice thing about this stuff is that you can't move it. So if you grab it, like if you're moving your charts around, you're not going to move anything. So that's kind of nice. When I move my charts, sometimes I'll grab the things that I just marked up because I don't want to lock everything down. Without clothes, not concealed. Yeah. To be without clothing. There you go. That's how my family and everyone I know growing up says it. Disclaimer, I'm from that. Yeah, I would think the rednecks say naked. My redneck granny, naked. Running around naked. It's usually the country bumpkins, rednecks, that are mispronouncing English words. 1 day to pass. So you have to make 3% on the 50. No, sorry, you have to make 6%. Basically, they're just saying, hey, if you want to YOLO, it's fine. We're going to let you through. If you YOLO and get lucky, welcome to the trading club. Now, when you actually get funded with Apex, they do have a 30% consistency rule. So you can't take a payout until you've traded for 10 days. So once you're funded, you have to trade for 10 days. And then you can't have any one day be more than 30% of the account profits. If it's over 30%, you have to keep trading until your profits are, so that any one day is 30% or less of the total amount of your account profits there. So even if you YOLO to get funded, which, let's be honest, on a 50K account, what is it right now? A 50K account, let me see if I can find out. If you got a 50K account with Apex, it's 187 is like the advertised price, but then you get 90% off. So you get 168. So 187 basically times point. So it's going to be $18, right? $18.70 for a 50K account. So for under $20, you could get a 50K and YOLO it. And if you lose it, you're just out $18.70. So what they're planning on is people purchasing 8 or 9 or 10 of those, right? So you're up 180 or $200 in. You either YOLO 1 or 2, or you just every day you YOLO until the evaluation is done, and you lose $200. You might get funded on a couple, but then you're backed up into consistency. You have to pay the activation fee, which is $160. $160 for the activation fee if you get funded. And then they're like, well, look, if these people are YOLOing to get funded, if they're just YOLOing to get funded, and then we get their $18.70, just one. Let's just say they just do one. They get lucky on their first one. Then they have to pay $160 activation fee. Now, what are the chances that these people can actually trade for 10 days and get into profits and get a payout and make that money back? Pretty low. Pretty low, in my opinion. So, there you go. But not a bad deal. $18.70 for a 50K evaluation. Just know if you do pass, you do have to pay the $160 activation fee. It is a lifetime fee. You don't have to pay any. There's no recurring fees. And also remember, Apex has live trailing drawdown until you are until your account is three or drawdown limit plus $100. So on a 50K account, you have a $2,500 drawdown limit. So once that drawdown limit has trailed up so once you're $2,500 in profit plus $100, so $2,600 in profit. Once you're $2,600 in profit, the trailing drawdown there, it locks in at that level, and it no longer follows you. So it's only trailing drawdown to your account balance plus $100. And I don't have any affiliation with them. I probably should. At least I could get some commissions off of that $18.70 purchase. Walmart's, Lowell's, Washington, Accurate, and the list goes on ad nauseum. Yeah, you guys got the redneck Ozark language is pretty funny. English should have accents like French or German to help with pronunciation. Yeah, that would be helpful for some things. You saw a YouTube video that explained why our U.S. cousins say it that way. Can't remember why. That would be funny if you find it. Let me see it. Put it in Discord. Who's up for a Discord stream where we can actually talk to each other instead of just typing in chat? That could be fun. I need to warm up my coffee. All right, guys, about 15 more minutes here, and then we're going to call it a stream. We'll be doing our 10K giveaway tomorrow. I need to find out from Bespoke if someone from the U.S. wins the 10K count. Can they use it? I'm not sure. I need to get clarification on that. Usually it's foreigners that win anyway, right, John? Dogs are barking. Fun times. It is not aluminium. It is aluminum. Let's just look at this. It is spelled ALUMINUM. Aluminum. It is not aluminium. I don't know why y'all put the I in there. There's no I in aluminium. Aluminum. Just say it the right way. Aluminum. That's all you need to say. Aluminum. Pesky foreigners taking your trading accounts. Well, enjoy it while it lasts. I'm not sure how many more there's going to be. So this could be the last one. I don't know. I'm not spelling it wrong. That's the spelling. ALU. Aluminum. Aluminum. There's no U in color. Hello, love. Again, let's see how this 5-minute candle wants to close, or this 15-minute candle wants to close here. We get a nice... The last one almost was bearish engulf and got a rejection up off of that. Let's see how this wants to roll here. Sorry, getting a couple messages coming in. Probably gonna let this candle close and then we'll rip it up for today. Not much else going on here. Probably will be on the charts for the 9:30 open for the indices. See if we can catch some scalps there. At least with color, I heard it was a printing thing. Newspapers wanted to save ink, so removed unnecessary letters. At least that's the story I once heard. Well, I mean, for that matter, you could go back and look at a lot of Old English style writings and literature, and there's all kinds of crazy, funky spellings in there. So I'm all for taking out letters we don't need. And that's true. I mean, how long? I mean, if you learned in school to spell color COLOR, then that's the right spelling. If your school told you to spell it COLOUR, then I guess that's also the correct spelling. It is extra work. Earlier and earlier. Yeah, it's I've been trading better. I'm more interested in trading better than I am in having a good stream. And the stream is fine for what it is, but again, I want to be a good trader. And for me, for my mindset, it's more helpful for me not to spend a lot of time on this. No streams at this rate. Yeah, I mean, we've already down to 3 a week. We'll see. I wonder what this looks like. I haven't looked at this on a 1 minute time frame. Let's look at let's look at this on a 1 minute. What's it say in here? Equal highs, equal lows. It's not printing out the fair value gaps. Maybe I have them turned off. It's just showing order blocks, premium and discount. Let's take off internal order blocks. It does show fair value gaps. Time frame. Oh, we need 1 minute fair value gaps. And let's see what else. Turn off. Filter out non-significant fair value gaps. Well, how does it do that? Let's turn off auto threshold. All right, so we're coming in here to the end of this 15-minute candle. I kind of like the internal order blocks though. Maybe just show like the last couple of internal order blocks. Again, so in the last, we got 19 seconds here. If this thing closes bearish engulfing here, which it looks like it's going to do, I would probably want to, you could probably just do a market order here. Just get in right there, put a stop above. You could just do the swing and target 1 to 2. It should be below this old swing low here. Relative equal lows here. Nicely, John. Nicely done, John. I like the you. We're just going to start adding you. John's going to start adding yous into every word. Uh, Euro's dropping pretty hard, about to fill in this complete move here, reaching back for that equilibrium level of the dealing range, high to low. Your midnight open was right here. So it could be trying to reach back for that midnight opening level. You've got your Asian equal lows down here, Asian session equal lows way down here. You have had a change of character. Now we've had a break of structure. So it would appear that your this was a nice little quick pop run of liquidity here to head lower. Could be playing out. The gold trade working out kind of nice here. Anybody in any positions right now? That is accurate. You mean only the words he dropped it out of. Or as Chris Farley said, that is correct. You put the U in you, so why not everywhere else it's supposed to go? Because if there's no U in you, then it's just yo. That's a totally different word. Now you could spell it YU, take out the O, and then that would make sense. You could drop the O instead of the U. ICT says, I managed to catch the buy and got 11R from it this morning. Nice done. Good job. I'm in a sitting position. I am as well. On a gold buy? Well, good luck with that. Favor is not favor, correct. ICT finally out of a 4% drawdown. Way to go, man. Sometimes coming out of and crawling your way back out of drawdown feels like you passed a challenge, because a lot of times you're in 6 or 7 or 8% drawdown, and if you can get back to break even, you just did enough to pass an evaluation, right? So it's a huge win to get out of drawdown. So that's something to be celebrated. It needs the U to be correct sound. Like your, not your. Yeah, but phonetically speaking, it's the same. The only thing that's different is it took you an extra millisecond to type U or write U. Same word. Oh boy. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to think about this Discord live stream. I want to hear some of your voices, I think. I think it would be fun. But for today, I think that's good for today. I'm going to go hang out with the wife before she gets out of here for a few minutes. So check out this indicator. Put it on your charts. Play around with it. See if it helps. See how it helps you see things better. It may not. I find it very interesting right now. I kind of like the way, I like the information it's showing me. So pretty cool. I like it. I'm a fan. I don't know that I'm going to keep it on every chart all the time, but to have it up there and turn it on and off just to maybe confirm some analysis that you're seeing or not seeing, maybe paying attention to something that you weren't aware of could be very helpful. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Lux Algo is the name of the guy who made it, and it's called Smart Money Concepts. It is right here. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It's this one. Smart Money Concepts by Lux Algo. It's got almost 37,000 downloads or uses. So I haven't tried any of these others. This is the one that was recommended to me. You can favorite it. But there it is. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe. Happy hunting. And we'll be back tomorrow for our perhaps last ever 10K account giveaway for the foreigners. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Happy hunting. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Adios, guys.